Hey guys, welcome to day 6 of me sitting in this closet and talking into the void in a hope to get over my social anxiety. Ooh, y'all, today. Does it ever bother you to see something maybe out in the wild or in your personal life or at work life or whatever that can just be optimized, or like you see this glaring gap that everyone just seems to be ignoring? Does anyone else experience this? Until the point that you're like, am I crazy or are y'all all just stupid? Because I don't feel like that I am smart enough for this many people to be dumber than me. I really don't. Like, I shouldn't have this thought this many times a day. But it just, I wonder what's up with that. It's like those people that are stuck and that just like will not do anything differently, you know? Like I've always done it this way, so I'm gonna do it this way until the end of time people. They drive me crazy. Why do they exist? That's against some law of nature, right? There's some like evolutionary rule that we should be evolving and getting better with each generation. It reminds me of the story that I heard when I was a kid. It was kind of like a retold situation constantly, and it comes up in my brain all the time. And I tell it to people when it does. I'm going to tell it to you guys. There's this lady, right, and she's making a pot roast or something for dinner for Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon lunch or whatever, right? And she cuts the ends off her pot roast, and her husband walks by and he's like, "Hey, honey, what are you gonna do with the rest of that meat?" And she's like, "I don't know. This is how I make my pot roast." He's like, "Oh, why do you cut it off?" And she's like, "Well, it's how my mom taught me." He's like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, fast forward to dinner, and mother-in-law's there, and he says, "Hey, mother-in-law, why do you cut the ends off your pot roast, if you don't mind me asking?" And she says, "Oh, that's how I learned. That's how my mom always did it. So that's how I continue to do it. Tradition." So fast forward to the next family event, he asks her mother, so his wife's grandmother, and says, "Hey, why do you cut the ends off your roast?" "Oh, because the only pan I had wouldn't fit a whole roast." But 3 generations later, out of habit and tradition, they are still wasting all this meat. So maybe just examine the origins of our traditions and where they come from. Because it truly is just mind boggling sometimes how stuck in the past we can be. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. I'm gonna get back to work. Bye.